Hey guys, Chris Dick here. Today I'm going to be carrying on with my SharePoint for Project Management series, and in particular, we're going to be working on building a project dashboard in SharePoint. Now, this page here is called a site page, and in particular, this one, what the site page generally has is a header and information about the author, perhaps. This case, I've added in a project summary and some quick link buttons, which are kind of helpful for anybody landing on your site and wanting to go directly to these items. And one of the things that we built in our last video, which was the dashboard in Excel using Power Query, we built these nice charts here. And these charts are all embedded objects in this page. And this is something that's really great about the SharePoint pages because now I can come to this one page and get a full overview of the entire project. And it's all interactive too, so I can filter on values and I can ask for any information about from this chart. I can also go directly into the chart in SharePoint and modify any of those values as well. So again, these are really kind of helpful features, and it allows us to do quite a bit just from the click of a button here. Okay, so let's get started now. So from here, I'm going to do actually not from here. I'm going to go to the pages section. And you can see here I have a few pages. This one here would be the home page, which would link me to the home link up here. And this is the link that I had for my other demonstration page right here. So when I click on new, I'm going to click on site page. There's a few other pages there that are already predefined and set up for nice templates. So you can easily jump into these types of pages really quick. And it's pretty awesome because it gets you past a lot of the features that would be kind of traditionally difficult when building a web page. So in this case, this one is for the 2020 fall semester of my program, and we're going to call this 2020F Project Dashboard. Okay, I'm going to leave my information sitting there as well. Now, I kind of like to make sure I'm always saving things as I go. And I get a fear that something will shut down, so try to save often. The other thing that you may want to look at here is your page details. It's always good to have a decent description, something that has a little more detail that you can that can describe what your page is about. So we'll close that up for now. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to start adding in elements. And to do that, we just select Edit. Okay, somehow it bounced me out of Edit, but that's not a big deal. When that shows up, now we have these areas where we can add web parts. So if we push the plus button here, it gives us a selection of things that we can add into this web part. Now, the one thing that we saw in the other site was the project summary, and that's just a text box. So in this case, I did this, and then I selected that. I said that was a heading 2, and then I said this is a demonstration of a project dashboard page. Okay, so that's a simple one now. The next thing that we want to be doing here is we want to modify how this gets displayed. So I'm going to display 2 columns. And you can break it up into 3. There's all kinds of different ways, different layouts. Okay. Maybe you want a bigger project summary. There's nothing wrong with that either. So let's add in that quick link toolbar, and I believe it's just called quick links. So we click here, and we automatically go to this page. We are going to add a few of these sites. Now I have a list of my sites here that I've recently accessed. So what you can do if you don't have that list, you just copy the item from here or into this text box and then push open. So I'm just going to go with the things that have recently opened, and I click on the item and then open. Okay, now notice it automatically says all items. That's just because it takes all items from the URL. We're going to just call this simply task list. Let's give it a new icon here. And kind of a nice thing that you can do is that you've got contextual type things here. And I am going to do, let's just do task logo right there. Okay, so you see it automatically puts it in there. Let's add another one, and we'll go from recent again. Let's go for, okay, well, here's an example where I need to find my task list. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to duplicate my page, and I'm going to find my timesheets here. And I just copy that, come back over here, and go from link, like that, and open. Okay, so here, and then again, I do timesheets. And let's just see if there's anything that relates to time here. And there is. So why don't we go with this? Actually, this looks a little nicer here. Let's do that. Select. Okay. And we'll add in the minutes of meeting. Actually, we should add in, just in order here, we'll add in the action items. So we just repeat this this step until we've got these 4 items available in our quick links list. So we have action items. Okay. And I think, let's see, action. Do we have something that relates to action? Yeah, we do. Okay. So this would be a little bit more like things to do here. And let's add in our minutes of meeting. So we go there. Okay, go back over here, push, paste in our link, click open, and let's see. Of meetings. Okay. And I saw a nice one here that was related to action that kind of looked like it was a meeting. So I'm going to do scheduled event right there. Okay. So now I'm going to display it in a little nicer format. And let's just find if we can see one. There's a good one. So I'm going to use this format here. And you can play around with what you like. If you want, you can make the icons smaller or larger. I kind of like the medium size. It seemed to fit me. So let's go with that. And I think that I'm going to change this to be like this again. So just an equal distance there. All right. Now, the other thing that we're going to do now is start to add in parts of our spreadsheet here. So our spreadsheet, we are going to look in this way. We have documents. We named it timesheet data video. If you watch the last video, you'll see this, how that got there. Now, automatically, it comes up with a view of all the spreadsheets or all the first sheet or the entire workbook. What we actually want is individual sheets or individual charts. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to load that site, and I'm going to go one by one through these, and I'm going to just grab the name of that chart. If you remember from our last video, we named the charts. So, and then I can do this. I just copy and paste it, click apply, and there we have it. That's all in there. Notice the size here. This sizing is done in Excel itself. So it's going to take exactly the sizing that is noted in Excel, and I don't think, see in the web format here, I don't think it gives us the option for sizing, but if we open it in the desktop version, which is probably a little easier to work with from this point on, we'll find out that we can modify the sizing a little bit. So while that's loading up, we don't necessarily need a column this large as well. So what we will do here is we are going to make this a 2-column, and we'll just keep adding our charts. So we're going to go from our video again, timesheet data video. Okay, we are looking at just the one chart. And I'm going to go into here, make sure everything's enabled. All right, I like to have my weekly budget versus actual up at the top. So I'm going to take that one and apply. Okay, good. Now there's a little bit of overflow here, and once we publish the page, you'll be able to see that a lot easier. So let's keep adding here. File viewer. And we'll take that from data video again. Okay, looking for a chart, and we'll flip back over here. We'll take that chart right there, post it, modify our layout so that we've got 2 items available. Let's click that. There we go, edit it. Okay. This one. So a little bit of a tedious process, but again, it's one of those things that once you have it set up, you don't have to do a whole lot more with it unless you really want to have something interesting added. Okay, so let's add this chart. Okay. And you can make changes to these charts so that they look better, all you like. One of the other things that you can do that's really nice is you can actually use Power BI to do many of these features as well, and they'll probably look a lot nicer. I don't have Power BI right now, but I may consider doing one in the future where we're using Power BI. So let's add in these charts. We'll just keep going down the line. Almost done. I think I might have missed a chart. We'll find out in a second here. This is number 6, so this should be this one. Here, let's go. There we go. Okay, chart. Good. And we'll select this one. Edit. Edit. There we go. Yes, I was right. Okay. That one, I believe, is this one right here. Okay, I'm going to click apply. And there we have it. So those are all of our charts for our dashboard page. And then again, just in a matter of a few minutes, I'm up and running with a pretty cool looking page for my dashboard. The other thing that I'd like to put in is a link to some lists that I have. So let's think about something like this. How about we look at our action items, things that we see all the time, things that we should be aware of all the time. These are good stuff. This is good stuff to have because it is things that are important. I might want to know about my issue or active issues. Why don't we look at active issues so that we always see what's current and important to us. We'll add in, let's say what else we can add here. We need to look for a list. How about we look for the timesheets? And timesheets were something that we can easily look at, and we say, let's say, grouped by a week. Okay, that would be what we're looking for here, and then we click on apply, and there we have a new view demonstrated in there. I'm wondering if we can add in anything else to our page here, just because there's so many neat things that you can do, and I think that I'm only scratching the surface with things that are kind of cool here to have. Minutes of meeting are not a bad idea to have because there are items that require approval. So for example, if something's not approved, then it has to be marked as approved. So let's keep the not approved items available to us. All right, so apply that. So we've got a lot of nice features on this page already. So let's publish this and make it available to everybody. Okay. Now, one thing that it also says is it's giving you some ideas on how to promote your page. So this is also really important because maybe you have a project sponsor and you want to say, hey, come take a look at our project, what we're doing in it already. Maybe there's something unique that you want to let everybody know about, whether they're on your team or maybe your sponsor or your instructor, in this case me. But I also want to do things like add it to my navigation. Okay, want to make sure that it's always available there. All right. Post as news on this site, so that will, when I look at the home page of this site, it will come up on the home right up over here. Maybe I want to email this as well. I want to get this out, get the word out to everybody. Okay. And that's a good idea too. Very simple. You can email it out to your team or whoever you'd like to get it out to. And then of course, just copy the address and have everybody else come see your site, and you can email it around. But the most important thing is that you have lots of ways to distribute your page now. And last but not least, let's throw in a logo here. I think that I have, let's use our Georgian logo. There we go. Right now, here's something cool, because as you can see, the Georgian logo doesn't necessarily fit. So I can kind of modify that a little bit and then update the site. And there we have it. Okay, we'll just go back to that. All right, here we are. So when we come to this page now, all of these graphs, you can probably see them slowly updating internally here. They will eventually get there. But the dashboard is available and ready, and we can take a look at anything that's going on in this site at a glance, rather than having to go clicking around all over the place trying to find things. Now at the very bottom here, something that's also really nice is I can like a page. I can like this. I can add a comment to the page. I can save the page for later. Maybe it's something that gets saved in my SharePoint collections. All right. Maybe my comment here is something very simple. Oops. Doesn't it? Oops. No. I want to like. Let's see. I should be able to comment here. Maybe not. Well, either way, it doesn't make any difference. But we've got everything that we need. I'll take a look and see if I can fix the comments later. But we do have all the stuff that we need here. And you know what? There's one more feature that I think might be kind of interesting. Let's just see one thing here. And the reason I thought about this is because there was one of the things that we often find in projects is we forget uh, who are who is who's in the project, right? So let's think about this for just a moment here. I'm going to put my name. Okay, guys, that's it for me. So we've got this nice project dashboard that shows everything at a glance. Feel free to add more information to it if you like. I'm sure there's tons of other things that you can add in, but I think what we have here is a really nice basic dashboard that gives us access to everything at a glance for our project. So enjoy it. I hope it's going to help you in your project management world. Um, Remember to like and share and subscribe to my channel. If you like anything or you have any comments for me, please feel free. I love interacting with people and making sure that the videos I'm producing are helping you. Anyhow, enjoy.